Hello, ladies and gents! I did debate quite a lot which epic replay we should watch today, but since on Thursday we will have actually some super aggressive gameplay in an Object 140, I thought to myself we could maybe have a look at a machine today that's quite rarely featured these days. So here we are with the Jagdtiger 88, this rarely available Tier 8 premium non-turreted tank destroyer. While I can't promise you a ton of movement throughout the game, I can pretty much guarantee you constant action, good synergy with teammates, and the result that actually puts this replay on the 6th place on whatreplays.com on the all-time stop list by number of kills for this machine. Sounds good? Then check this out. Alright, so here we are in our Jagdtiger 88, this time around in an encounter match on Prohorovka. Oh boy, non-threated tank destroyer plus Prohorovka equals camping, right? Well, I definitely wouldn't be showing you this replay if it would be 15 minutes of boredom. However, I have to admit, we will be sitting mostly at the back of the map. Luckily, the action will constantly come to us, which is exactly the situation when these kinds of machines really thrive. Now, until the action really gets going, we have a little bit of time to talk about the Jagdtiger 88 if you don't know this machine, and I wouldn't blame you. There aren't many of these beasts running around on the battlefield usually. And nope, that slope is not where you can bring up a big bulky tank destroyer with only 10 horsepower per ton power to weight ratio. But back to the machine. So this is actually a Tier 8 German premium tank destroyer, one that was available for sale quite a long time ago but then actually has been pulled off. As quite a few of these machines have been over the past years and months that actually had preferential matchmaking, which this thing certainly does. Now, we are talking about a non-turreted tank destroyer, so of course its possibilities are rather limited. Everything that's rather slow, doesn't have a turret, and has to rely quite a lot on its armor, is usually quite easily outflanked by light tanks, medium tanks, and we will just be constantly harassed by artillery. And have a look at the matchmaking. Yep, medium tanks, light tanks and 3 artillery is what makes up for most of the enemy team. So yeah, getting spotted here could get us into trouble very easily. However, if we can keep our distance, our armor is suddenly something that we can actually rely on, and probably already noticed the crazy rate of fire that we are packing as well here. This thing has a base rate of fire of over 11.5 rounds, so that means we can rip apart those guys really easily. The penetration is quite nice actually, 203mm on the standard AP rounds, and with a 240 alpha damage per shot. Combining this with the rate of fire, we are actually at a DPM of close to 2800 without any equipment or crew skills. So, not bad at all. Talking about not bad, now unfortunately all of our team went over to the other side, and our artillery is just refusing to move from this position, even though it's quite obvious that this flank will be overrun very soon. So VK in front of us, T-3485 closing in on the side of us, and that guy can just feast on the artillery that refused to leave. So yeah, this is rather tricky indeed. Now we have to be mentioning here the SP1C, who was up there on the front but did pull back here, as he did see the flank collapsing around him, which is a really smart move, so he's still being able to provide vision, but at the same time can actually look after its health as well. Special mention to that guy, actually named Vlad Nabijac, or Vlad the Impaler, because that guy is actually the one who convinced our friend in the Jagdtiger 88 to upload the replay, and it was the SP1C, who will also play a crucial role in this game, who sent in the replay so all of us can enjoy it. Special thanks, man, really appreciate it. So far it seems we could actually defend the early rush on this side of the map. However, despite most of the team going on the other side, they don't seem to do that well. We are down by 2 tanks, well, make that 3 actually. The hill is almost lost. I think there are probably 2 tanks in the cap, but it's not looking great. Alright, Tiger 1 and SPNC moving up, and then we spot a very unfortunate super Pershing. Now that guy was on full health just a second ago. Look how quickly he melts. He's now tracked, and 203mm means that with the sights we are able to take him apart in seconds. Very important kill there. It seems that mostly this side of the map should be now secure, so now it's time to actually pull up on this ridgeline and take care of those heavy tanks that managed to break through on the hill. Alright, so what do we have here? IS-3 and the T-29, neither of which should be a lot of trouble really for this gun. By the way, I don't know if you did notice, but we didn't bring any APCR into this battle. Lucky for us, with the preferential matchmaking and the quite solid penetration, we can make this thing work. Have a look at that. Front of the IS-3, no problem. Although with some lately added tier 8 premium machines, I'm thinking about you here, Defender. Some APCR rounds these days would be highly advised. Alright, just taking them out one after one, we are already on 7 kills. However, our work is still not done, we are done by 4 tanks at this rate. Basically it's us and the SP1C still supervising the mid-reach. As he should. Let's not get outflanked, that would be quite disastrous. Now everybody's shooting us here, and I'm quite surprised that we have not been bombarded by artillery just yet. That thing is the bane of this machine. Luckily, given the distance, our armor is actually holding up really nicely here. I've already bounced 690 damage, and there will be a lot more to come of that. Leo gets spotted in the open. It's pretty much a death sentence if you do that in front of a Jagdtiger 88. So far so good. So who have we left? An IS-6 probably in the cap circle. The T-29 should be still lurking about there, probably behind the same house where we last spotted him, and there are the 3 artillery. Oh, it seems Bert the Avenger made quite a bold move trying to spot us, but he pays the ultimate price for his aggression. Alright, SP1C already on 2 kills as well. That guy is really doing some work. However, I think the enemy team suddenly realized that probably they should try to win this, so I don't think they will be making any aggressive moves as of now. So, it's time to go. SP1C trying to spot the cap. He managed to spot the T-29 though, and indeed he is behind the same house, and oh, there they go. IS-6 in the cap. SP1C manages to take out the Su-8 that did sneak just in the cap circle. And that IS-6 should be still sitting there. I think that one went in. SP1C actually manages to spot the M4043 as well, making a run for it. And have a look at this. The panic is real. What is that IS-6 doing? It's quite obvious from where we are shooting from. And he first turned his sights towards us, and then his ass. Well, we are not going to complain about that one. Oh my god, a gift from the heavens. So that was a pretty much full health IS-6 there, taken care of. Not bad at all. So now it's down to the T-29 and the M4043. And then disaster strikes. The dastardly artillery manages to take out our friend in the SP1C, leaving us on 9 kills and in a rather sticky situation. I mean, we are full health. But the T-29, especially if he presses his 2 key, will be able to go through us if he is firing on the lower plates or the machine gun port on the upper plate. He has to avoid the superstructure, which is super tough, but that's a mostly full health T-29, and while we are getting bogged down with him, we can be slammed down by that artillery. Bounce the first shell. And this is a little bit of trouble, so face-hugging here is actually a really good decision by the T-29. He should have the gun depression, with some rounds into us. We, on the other hand, with only 7 degrees at our disposal, are not able to depress our gun enough so we can actually shoot at its upper plate. Unless, of course, the T-29 pushes us down into the dip, in which case he actually just makes us a huge favor. Now he's able to penetrate us, however with our rate of fire we certainly have the DPM advantage over him. So thanks C29, that was a lot appreciated actually. So far so good. However, we are in a rather slow non-turreted tank destroyer. So how will we solve this one? Well, we only have about 5.5 minutes left, so probably the only real option here is to go to the cap and force the artillery to come to us, hopefully avoiding his blind fire in the process. So that's exactly what we are going to do. Now question is, will the artillery stay in the same spot and try to blind fire the cap, or will he try to come and reset, probably trying to shotgun us in a single shot, which he actually could manage to do if he catches our sides or rear. They are on 10 kills, over 5000 damage, both of which are an absolutely monster result for this machine, so it would be really a shame to lose to artillery now. As we make our way towards the cap circle, let me just say that this replay is actually in the all-time top 10 list for number of kills for this machine. So what you are seeing here is absolutely not the usual what you can expect if you are playing this German beast. But we are super lucky with the artillery. He's actually made his way up on top of the hill, which is not a bad decision, even though a relatively bold move. However, he managed to get spotted, and he just doesn't pull back quite enough. German accuracy for the win. So, this was then our epic run in the Jagdtiger A28 with a result that's ultra rare for such an inflexible, although situationally very powerful machine. Ace Tanker, Booze Medal, High Caliber and a Top Gun with 11 kills and over 6000 damage in the pocket. It was a good day to be a non-turreted tank destroyer. Now, looking at the team results, I think it's fairly safe to say that a little bit of work had to be done to get a win out of this one. Really, apart from us, the T-34 and the SP1C, nobody had a good game here. By the way, talking about our friend in the light tank, that SP1C played a crucial role as well for most of the game, providing that oh so important vision. Just shows you that synergy can actually exist even between randoms. And last but not least, we fired a whopping 52 shots during this battle, hitting 36 and penetrating 31 of them. Our armor, to be honest, wasn't really tested extensively in this battle, but it did hold up quite nicely anyway, blocking 4 out of the 6 direct hits received worth over 1300 damage. Alright, that's it for today everybody. Special thanks to bad6 for uploading the replay, and to Vlad Naviak in the SP1C for convincing him to do so and for sending it actually in. I hope you guys had also fun watching this 88mm destruction, and if you did, thanks a lot for considering giving this a like or sharing it. As for the next videos, tomorrow we will have a funny moment special focusing on some French RNG, and then on Thursday it's time for a lot more mobile epic replay of a completely different sort, courtesy of the 3000+ WN8 Serbian YouTuber and streamer Laponak Gaming. Thank you very much for watching everyone, and I already look forward to seeing you again in one of the next videos.